Hello. In this video, we will take a look at how to work with the dates in PowerShell. Let's write clear screen in the PowerShell ISC window, and let's just declare one variable called $date and then use a function called get-date. This is the method that you would use, the function that you would use to get the date in PowerShell. Let's go ahead and simply write this variable on a screen and let's execute the command. And as you can see, it has returned the current date and time of the system. All right, now actually this get date returns much more information than what you are seeing on a screen. Now, how do we actually take a look at all that information? Now, actually get date returns much more information than what you just saw on a screen. So let's take a look at what other information that it can provide. So let's use get date, and then let's put a pipeline, and then let's just call a format list. And as you can see, it has returned much more information than what we saw previously when we used get date and a variable. As you can see, it returns date, day, day of week, day of year, hour, millisecond, minute, month, second, ticks, time of the day, year, and date and time. So it actually returns much more information that you can access. So now let us see how do we actually access that information, and then you can use it in your business logic. All right, so let me go ahead and get into the format list for now. And the way we can demonstrate this is let's output the get date. Let's just put the brackets around it, and let's put dot year. And as you can see, now you get 2023, which is a year. All right, let's copy this, let's paste it, and when you do the dot, you can see the different the properties that you can use. You can see day, which is return 18, right? Let's just use day of the week. You can click, that's Monday, right? You can retrieve the weekday like that as well. You also have an option to use day of the year, and as you can see, it's 352nd day of the year, right? You can very well use this to also get any other information. Let's say hour, let's say enter, run a script, and you can see it's 21, which is 9 p.m. You can also get the second when I'm executing. It is on the 8th second of that time, right? So you really can use a lot of this get date and use its properties to get the specific information that you are looking for from the get date. Now, if you would like to display the date in some other format, right, you can also do that using, let's say we have the get that, and then let's just call it as display hint, and then you only would like to print the date part of it. So when you use this, you can get the date in a different format, right? This is how you can get the day, the month, and a year. If you like to have both, you can also use display hint as date and time. That gives you not only the date but also time. And if you only want the time part, you can also just use the time, and you will see you will only get the time. So this is how you can also use a display hint to get a different data from the date and time in a different format. Now we can also have other methods that you can invoke on this get date to actually work with the days and time. You can add a days, subtract the days, you can add the hours, subtract the hours, you can add the minutes, subtract the minutes from the date. So let's take a look at that. Let's just have a date in the bracket, and then as you can see, these are the methods. So I'm just going to add 3 days, and what it does is it adds 3 days to the current day, and that's why you see it is giving 21st of December, right? Let's copy this, and instead of days, maybe we can say hours. 5 hours from now, you're adding the hours, so that'll make 2 o'clock at night. So this is how we can add the hours. You can also add the minutes. I'm gonna add 15 more minutes to the current recording time, and as you can see, it has also added the 15 minutes to the current time, right? You can not only add, you can also subtract. So instead of add days and putting the numbers into positive, you can also put the numbers into negative, right? So if we hit run, you will see it is now gone back 3 days, and you saw it's 15th of December, right? And it is very well valid for all the other add methods as well. So let's subtract 5 hours, subtract 15 minutes as well, and you would see it has gone ahead, subtracted the hours as well, which is 4 o'clock in the evening, and also subtracted minutes, right? So which is 15 minutes before the time of this recording, right? So this is how you can actually add not only the days, hours, minutes, the other parameters of the dates as well, and you can also subtract them using the minus number in the method. Now you sometimes also would like to display the dates in different formats. So what you can also do is you can actually convert them to short date string. So if you run this, you will only get the date into the short format, right? You also have short time string, which will only give you the hour and a minute, right? And instead of short, you also have long time string, which will give you the seconds as well. And similarly, you would also have long date string that would also give you the month name in full, right? So this is also how you can actually use the date and the methods to get different variations, versions of how you would like to use in your application. I hope this simple tutorial helped you to understand how do you use dates in PowerShell and perform different operations on it. I thank you for watching the video.